How's everybody doing this Friday the 13th? I wanted to go over something that we haven't talked about, which is another thing I like to do. And I know a lot of big players and a lot of professional players do this, but they don't really promote it and don't talk about it. So I wanted to talk about how many people have ever heard of the 2-2-1 method of betting horses to win. What I mean by that, if you have a $50 budget or you have a $500 budget. So let's use the $500 budget for a second. You're going to pick out two horses on that card that are your two best plays of the day. And if they're your two best plays of the day, you should no way be able to lose no matter how many other bets you make during the day if you use this method on these two horses. And this is what I do all the time. Okay, say the first horse you like the best is 8-5. Second horse is 5-2 for this example. So we're not talking about 8 or 10-1 shots. Obviously, that would blow these numbers way up. But let's just try to use conservative numbers just so you can kind of see how these numbers work. And if you want to get out a pen and pencil, you'll understand what I'm talking about here. So on a $500 budget, the first horse is 8-5. You're going to bet 200 to win. Second horse, you're going to bet 200 to win. Then you're going to make a $100 parlay. Now, it's not a daily double, it's a parlay. What I mean by that is you're going to bet 100 on the first horse. Whatever you get back, say it's 540 because he's 8-5, 540, you're going to have 270. You're going to take the 270 and you're going to bet that on the second horse. You're also going to bet your 200 on him. Okay, they're three separate bets. And if you look at the hardcore numbers here, you're talking about 8-5, 540. So you get back 540 bucks for 200. Second horse, say he's 5-2. Just use $7, make it easy math. So you get $7, you get 700. Okay, if they both win and you don't make a parlay, because you can't always make doubles because they might be different tracks, different races, or whatever, but you can always make a parlay. So say they both win. Well, if you bet 400 on them, you're going to get back 1240. That's really not that great. A lot of people say, well, that's a lot of risk to get back 1240. You bet 400, get back 1240. You're really only getting about 2-1 on your money. And both horses had to win. And we all know we're hoping to be 40%. So at 40%, there's not a lot of days that they're both going to win. So when they both do win, you've got to be able to clock it. So what we do by doing this parlay is you're going to bet the other 270 to win. Well, if you bet the 270 to win, you're also going to get 945 back because he's 5-2. You bet the 270, you're going to get an extra 945 back for the parlay. So you're going to end up with $2,185 for your 500. Well, now you've turned it into 4-1 instead of 2-1. So now you've doubled what you should be able to get, and you're fracturing it if they both win. And a lot of people say, yeah, but they don't usually win. Well, if only one of them wins, you got the 540. You only bet 500. So you still profited there by 40 bucks. And if the second horse would win and the first horse would lose, you still get the 700 back for your 500. So you're still profiting $200. So if one of the two of them win, and we're talking two chalks basically, if one of the two of them win, you're going to profit. If they both win, you're going to end up turning an 8-5 and a 5-2 shot into at least 4-1. Now, obviously, if you can get a 5-1, a 6-1, an 8-1, or something like that in your two best bets of the day, that just makes these numbers go through the roof. And a lot of conservative players will say, well, if I've got the parlay going, there's no sense in betting the 200 on the second horse. I completely understand that. But then there's other people like me that say it's my best bet of the day. I'm pressing it. So whichever way you want to do it, I just wanted to kind of give you guys a feel for some of the stuff I do.